Matt Hoelscher, Mr. Rambunctious himself.
That's why he did that.
Thank you, Mr. Gently Evaluator. Working on project number 8, working with visual aids. Great job, Veronica. I love the speech and I love the analogy. What she does is very, very complicated scientific research. And for the first time, I felt like I was walking hand in hand with her and knew exactly what you were doing, and I could tie it in because she brought it down to my simple, basic level. When using visual aids, the first thing that she did really well is that she was here early. When you're using a PowerPoint projector, it is the kiss of death unless you own all the equipment and you own the room. That never happens. If you're going to give a speech where you need a projector, you need to be there early. You need to get everything set up, and you need to think about the setup. Is your PowerPoint on your computer? Is it on a USB disk so that you can put it on their computer if the system's already set up? Happens in a lot of colleges and other presentations. Do you have it on the internet so that you can download it if you have internet access? When I do a presentation, I always have 3 backups. 4th now, because it's also on my iPad because I'm just that anal retentive. Next, when you get it set up, think about the logistics. Because this is one thing where you could improve. Because the computer's on this side, your body was blocking the screen every time you went up to block the slide, and that was very uncomfortable for me. If the computer was on this side, you could have been changing it, and you never would have had to cross the screens, just like in Ghostbusters. So think about the logistics there. I also noticed you had a technical problem. You handled that very well because your PowerPoint clicker advancer didn't work. It was nice of Robert to try to fix it, but it looks like it was dead. So that's another thing where it's testing everything first before you get up there. And that's why, for all of you speakers, I have a magic bag of tricks because I don't trust anything. So I have another PowerPoint clicker right here. And that's always with me, and you're welcome to use it. Here's my USB stick with all of my presentations on it, ready to go. So, that's always there for you. I also carry Expo markers. So if you want to use the board, I carry a fresh set of markers and keep them with me because they disappear and die when we just leave them here. So those are some things that you can carry with you.
Awesome.
The other thing on the setup was the slides themselves. The slides with the big pictures were great because we could see them from the back of the room. But some of your pictures were really small, the yeast cells. You had to come up here and kind of point them out because it was only this big on the screen. And then when you turned around to point them out, you turned your back to us and broke that connection with the audience. So hopefully the slide is simple enough that you don't have to point at it. If you have to point out what's going on, it's too complicated and the audience won't get it anyway. So make those pictures bigger. Put the picture on there full screen and just describe it. I really followed you the whole time. And I love the glowing yeast cells. So my last bit of advice would be the ending. The ending missed the whole Where's Waldo? Where was Waldo in the ending? There was no Waldo in the ending. I couldn't find him. And the topic of money versus Where's Waldo and what you do in your work really seemed like 2 different ideas, and I couldn't connect them in my mind. So I think if you just left the whole money part out, that's another whole speech right there. Where does our funding come from and how do we use it with our taxpayer dollars? And just went back to Where's Waldo, and I enjoy science because I get to discover mysteries, and it's a challenge every day, and every day I'm doing something new. It'd be a great way to end that speech and just put Waldo back in there. But otherwise, that was a great job. Congratulations on using the projector, and I hope everyone else took wonderful notes on how you did it. Thank you. Mr. Jones.
And our third evaluator, Patricia again. Come on up!